Hi everyone, so today we are making an 80s classic with a vegan twist. So get on your jumpers, stick on some wham, we're making vegan cheese fondue. The ingredients you're going to need are cashew milk. I'm using one that has been handmade in London by Milkman. You can find his website in the description down below. Olive oil, salt and pepper, kirsch. This is optional, but if you want to go proper old school with this fondue, then make sure that you put it in. Plain flour. I'm just using Dove's plain gluten-free blend. If you're not gluten-free, then just use normal flour, that's fine. Coconut oil, nutritional yeast. It just gives like a cheesy, nutty flavour to dairy-free vegan dishes. Garlic powder, the juice of 1 lemon, turmeric, and then lastly we have a vegan dairy-free cheese. I am using BioLife because I feel like that's the one that kind of works best for this recipe in terms of its consistency, but if you want a different brand, go for it. The most important thing for this recipe is to make sure that you have all of the ingredients out. It's quite quick when you're actually making it, so you don't want to run off and go and get something, otherwise you're just going to end up with a big lumpy mess. The first thing is we're going to make a bit of a roux, which is normally sort of traditionally more with butter, but we're using oil and the flour. So you want a really low heat, and it's going to be 60 mils of oil and 60 grams of the flour. And you're just going to stir these together, and it's going to create like a paste. And we're wanting to cook it out. So that means it's kind of cooking off the taste of the flour, basically. We're kind of making a bit like a white sauce. It's not a traditional fondue, which is made melting everything together over a bain-marie, but it still tastes like a fondue and is cheesy and amazing. Now, the milk, you're going to have warmed this up a little bit. Not boiling, but just warm. You don't want to be using cold milk. Slowly mixing that in, a little bit at a time, using a hand whisk, because otherwise you're going to end up with a lumpy mess. Okay, so I've added 600 of the 700 mils there, and now we're going to add the other ingredients to give it the flavour. 15 to 20 grams of nutritional yeast. I use about 25 mils of the kirsch, but if you want to add more, go for it. Go up to about 50 and it still tastes really good. A quarter teaspoon of the garlic powder. So it's thickening up more again now, so I'm going to add in the rest of the milk. Add about a tablespoon of coconut oil. I just think it helps give it that really rich, decadent, kind of buttery flavour that you are missing. And then whisk that in, making sure that it's mixed in properly so you don't get like a layer on top. And then the turmeric. So literally just the tiniest amount of this. It's really more for colour than it is for flavour. When feeding people that eat dairy or aren't vegan and don't have that same diet as you, it's important to kind of make something as similar to the original product. So like adding the turmeric gives it that tiny bit more of like a real cheesy colour, and that kind of helps fool people. I think if you fed someone this, they wouldn't even know that it wasn't like a traditional fondue. Then squeeze in half of the lemon and give it a whisk in. The lemon and the garlic powder are basically just helping to give it more of that cheesy flavour. A little bit of salt. Lastly, I'm just going to add the cheese. So you put the cheese in, and then while stirring, cook it out for about a minute. So that's how long it takes to kind of melt, and then we're basically going to be done. It's literally that quick. We've got the fondue pot, which has been warming over the candle or the set that you have, and we're going to just pour it in now. Now it's ready to serve. So there you have a vegan cheese fondue. I'm going to serve mine with the potatoes and the Brussels sprouts that we made previously. You can find the links here. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment, and also follow us on Facebook and Instagram. All of those links are going to be in the description down below. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow for our 12th day of Christmas, where we're going to be making a vegan, gluten-free chocolate torte, which is insane. See you then.